Well, good afternoon and welcome to MAQ TV. We have, the US Open coming up, very lucrative, the most lucrative in the history of the US Open T20 tournament, where a total of 150,000 in prize money will be distributed on the 13th of December when you have the finals. Joining us today in our ongoing interviews with teams, officials, and owners, we have Ashik Lama, who is the co-founder of the Dallas All Stars, and he is also here. Also with him is Sanjay Sharma, who is one of the owners and also the CEO of this franchise. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. And firstly, let me say congratulations to you guys for all the hard work and getting into the US Open this year. A number of teams, a number of team owners, they've been clamoring to get into the US Open, and they have not been able to do that just yet. But you guys are in. Congratulations. I'm sure. Let me start with Sanjay. You're probably looking forward to winning this title.
Definitely. Obviously, our first time in the US Open, but obviously, as you said, it's one of the biggest tournaments in the US, and even in terms of prize money, but just not in terms of prize money, but even the competition that we see in this tournament is world class. So, and then we see a lot of stars from all across the globe coming in. So, it's our pleasure, and we are really glad that we are able to participate in this tournament. And then eventually, it's sports, so you want to win, you want to take the championship home, right?
Yeah, definitely. But I know that you guys are doing so much for the development of cricket in the United States. It's about
Mhm.
development as well. But it wouldn't be
Exactly.
bad to walk away with the trophy and, of course, surprise money.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let me bring in Ashik Lama at this point. Ashik, off air, you were explaining to me the setup. You are the co-founder of the All Stars setup.
Right.
Give us some details of what is really the All Stars.
Well, I mean, we have a motto, we have a slogan. Like, there is one star and then the whole team plays. It's a combine. So it goes plural, stars. So that is what we represent, not just the players, but everyone that's involved to, align the stars and make it one over the sky. So all stars is all the stars over the sky within a team frame. So that is what our slogan is. That is what our motto is.
And of course, you have a footprint in more than one nation. Tell us about that.
Yes, so All Stars, we've been in cricketing field in the United States for past few years. I would say 7 to 8 years now. But trying to fine tune and filter things, we finally realized the type of market US is becoming, and the type of tournaments. Also, we've been following US Open for quite a while, so we also know the type of charm, the type of stars coming in. So we realized that, if we really want to get into this, if we really want to expand this in the future, so having those things in mind, we decided to come up with the All Star Sports, which is a company, based in Dallas, Texas. And we also invested in one of the foreign leagues recently in Nepal. It's called Nepal T20 League. It's yet to happen in December. So we bought a team. It's a city-based team called Lumbini All Stars. And, we also wanted to make sure that the All Stars name kind of goes and becomes a franchise. And because most of us are based in Dallas, so we decided to give it a name, Dallas All Stars. So yes, so those are a few footprints, a lot on the box, which we will be unveiling, in a good way, but when the right time comes.
Yeah, and Sanjay, at this point in time, you had the US Open, that's before you. Are there any other tournaments that your team will be taking part in before heading into that US Open?
Not yet, because since obviously, as Ashik said, our hands are full, right? Basically planning for two tournaments at the same time, with the Nepal League coming up in December 12th as well. So that's a day before the US Open officially finishes. So we kind of juggling where like half the team will be in Nepal, half of us will be here. Then eventually after lifting the trophy for US Open, we'll be flying to Nepal. So yeah,
I
so
like that
it's a big,
confidence.
yeah, and it's a big juggle. So, but it's fun, right? At the end of the day, cricket is all about passion. It's all about getting to know a lot of people like yourself, and then looking forward to this tournament for sure. So we're all excited, and then definitely. So this is an exciting opportunity for all of us.
Right.
But Ashik, what's the long-term plans for the players? This
Well,
whole
that's still within the box.
large
So
franchise. Yeah.
Okay, so you mean as like in terms of players or in terms of organizations? How would you like me to break it?
No, obviously you've now put together this franchise,
Right,
been together, you know, playing cricket there for the last 7 years in the United States.
right.
What's your immediate and long-term goal with this franchise? What do you hope to achieve?
For now, it's basically investment at the right place, wherever the cricket is, and just want to divert this a little bit and focus on US Open for now, because what we've realized in past 10, 12 years is this is the platform that will give us a better recognition, because this is the tournament all the other international players who's currently active in their national side recognize. So the short-term plan was to make sure that we bring the team together, even though we are juggling up with two different tournaments at the same time. So bring it here, give it a kickstart, hopefully win, like you said earlier, and obviously go back to Nepal. And there are more tournaments coming up, so we do have a calendar that's about 50% done for the next year, 2023. And there are several opportunities within the United States and outside the United States. So we are just fine tuning what's going to work for us and what can we commit more into. So it's yet to come, but the long term plan is to stay within cricketing field, stay within American cricketing fraternity, be in Nepal cricketing fraternity, and eventually rest of the world wherever the right opportunity pops in.
So this US Open is a very big stepping stone with your ambitions.
Yes, definitely.
It is.
100%.
Well, Sanjay, I know that with just about a month and a bit to go before the tournament, you all are already probably putting things together in terms of the players coming in. Will there be an international flavor on your team?
Yeah, you'll see quite a few flavors for sure. Obviously, soon you'll see the squad revealing. So a lot of players, not only from the United States that play here locally, will also be bringing. Obviously, a lot of our Caribbean brothers will be coming in, but a couple of guys from England, a couple of guys from South Africa will also be joining us. So it's a bummer that this time, because of the Nepal League Cup, like a couple of the Nepal boys will not be able to come in, but next year when the US Open is happening, we already kind of given our confirmation for that tournament as well. We're hoping to bring those guys in as well. And as you said, like in terms of our player plans, that's the whole thing about development, right? You obviously see a lot of established players coming in, but the franchise, the way the franchise will grow is when you groom these youngsters, the local boys, right? Bring them in the system, have them be around these stars, pick their brains, and then that's how they'll grow, right? And then you have to invest in these young guys for sure. And that's our goal, not just for US cricket, but even kind of a small contribution from our tours, Nepal cricket, where we are born, right? Obviously, we're here in the United States, been here for the last 2, 3 decades now, but something we want to give back to the home country as well. And that's being an associate nation is always a good thing. US cricket is always rising. So we already see in this World Cup, all these offsets and all that. So the more cricket can expand, the more better. So and exactly the other thing is the 2024 World Cup happening here, and the same field. Hopefully, Florida will also be hosting those World Cup games. So obviously, a really good opportunity for us as a franchise to be there.
Excellent. It's excellent timing, and one hopes that your investment the fact that you're doing your part to develop young players. You're giving young players an opportunity to rub shoulders with international talent. Now, I take what you're saying. You would not want to reveal just yet your big players that will be coming in. But I'm sure mixed in will be some young players as well.
Definitely. Obviously, there's a young guy. You'll see the name. He's a really up and coming star in this in the global league. Has done really well in the junior league. So we just bring him in just to give him the exposure, right? He's a 17-year-old kid, but doing really well. But hey, just give him the opportunity in the big leagues, and he might just show up and then perform. So that's how we want to kind of do. That's how we always try to do, bringing young guys, 16, 17-year-old kids, right? And it'll be better for the world cricket and also better for US cricket, where we can, if there's one guy that just comes in, even if he's like not sure about if he wants to pursue this as a career, but he'll see these superstars, these big guys, global trotters, right? and might be inspired. So even if they want to just come and be part of the setup, that's how we try to do this.
Excellent indeed. Well, Ashik, how big is winning the US Open? How big is that in your mind?
It's really big because the amount of exposure this tournament brings is massive. And just like Sanjay was saying, we built a team where we have new and upcoming talents. So it's even bigger for them. You know, all the proven athletes, they're already there. They've experienced different things in life in terms of cricket, the tournament, and the magnitude of it. But, you know, being in US Open, you know, being there as an owner, setting up the team and compete, knowing all the other teams are very competitive, and winning that tournament is obviously, it gives you a personal satisfaction because, you know, it takes months to build a team, and it takes even longer time to just, you know, put the thought process to it. So, you know, if you look at the timeline and the time investment, obviously on top of money investment, there is no way anybody would be dissatisfied winning this tournament. So we look forward to it. This is the biggest tournament. And, you know, we're also introducing our Dallas All-Stars under the All-Stars sports. So, you know, a lot to take from this tournament for sure.
Yeah, definitely a lot to take. And a number of young careers got a boost at this tournament in the previous editions. We're hoping for the same again. I want to thank you and Sanjay for being with us here on MAQ TV. I'm sure we're going to speak again before the tournament on MAQ TV as we continue to sensitize people about this great tournament, which is the US Open. Thanks a lot, gentlemen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. And we really look forward to it.
See you soon.